What's up, Gear Immortals? Trey Xavier here. Today, I've got 6 reasons why guitarists should learn how to play the bass. So, I'm a guitarist, but I also really love to play the bass, and I feel like playing the bass has helped me out in a ton of really important ways. So I'm gonna tell you what those reasons are, and hopefully you will also be inspired to pick up the bass. Today I'm playing on this cool retro-looking orange O bass. It's got like a P bass pickup, but it's a single cut. It's pretty cool. It sounds nice and woody. Reason number 1 why you, a guitarist, should learn how to play the bass is this. You might have to play the bass. You might find yourself in a situation where it's either play the bass or go home. This sometimes happens in a recording situation, in a live situation. It happened to me. I was in a band, a metal band. We had a tour booked. We were ready to go. And then for whatever reason, the bass player could not make it. He couldn't make this entire small tour that we had planned. So myself, as the second guitar player in the band, I was like, okay, either I play bass or we don't do this tour. So I just picked up the bass and I played bass for the tour, and everything worked out fine. It wasn't ideal, but because I was able to do it, we were able to do the tour and go play and get paid and, you know, still had a great time. So I think that in and of itself is enough of a reason to learn to play the bass at least a little bit. Reason number 2 is that it'll make you so much more employable. There's a billion guitarists out there, and a lot of them are really super good, but the world needs more bass players. And if you play the bass, you will never be out of work. Even if you consider yourself primarily a guitarist, you can be a professional bass player and get way more paid gigs and opportunities. I know dudes who are working every single day because they'll get called for both bass and guitar gigs. And really, if everybody's Uncle Ben Eller will do it, and he is really, really good, then there's nothing weird about you doing it. Number 3 is improving your songwriting. Songs have 3 basic elements: chords, melodies, and bass lines. And understanding the basics of how to make good bass lines will make your songs way better, and you'll be able to play bass on your own demos, which will in turn make them sound way more complete. Reason number 4 is that it will drastically improve your production. If you record, produce, or mix bands and artists, then you know that bass is one of the most crucial weapons in your arsenal. I didn't really understand the role of the bass in a mix until I really started to study good production. And then I began to see how incredibly important the bass is, both in terms of the parts and the sound, part of which, of course, is the performance of the bass. Now I'm actually more concerned about the tone and performance of the bass in a recording than that of the guitar. Even if you're not the one playing it, knowing how it fits in with your guitar tone and playing style is going to make any band that you're working with or playing in sound a lot better. Reason number 5 why you should learn to play the bass is because you probably already can, at least a little bit. It is a bit different from the guitar, but it's also close enough that even without any lessons or anything, you should be able to play some things that you already know. The standard tuning of a bass is all fourths, E, A, D, G, just like the bottom 4 strings of a guitar, but just an octave lower. So any riff that you can play on these 4 strings of the guitar, you can play it on the bass without changing anything at all. You can add a skill to your resume without having to completely learn a new instrument from scratch. And then finally, number 6, it's real simple because it's fun as hell. Look at this big old boomy boy. Got these really cool low sounds. You can feel it. It's got great big frets. They're huge targets. It's impossible to miss. Makes you invisible to women. I mean, it makes you a chick magnet. What's not to like? All right, I got one more. It's kind of a bonus one, but reason number 7 to learn to play the bass is to piss off my grandma, the furious Glenn Fricker. Prove her wrong by making yourself not useless, by becoming more useful, and learning yourself a new skill, playing the bass. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button, smack the bell, drop us a like, and leave us a comment for more reviews and original content, and I'll see you real soon.